Welcome to another exciting episode of the $1 Million Peddlers. I'm Paper Guy.
And I'm Mr. Magazine.
Mr. Magazine's got something cool on top of his head. He's like Carmen Miranda today. That's awesome.
It's a stone.
Again, we apologize if we freeze up. We're just thinking of it as a podcast. We will be getting a Ram Neighborhood Kid by this weekend. We had some illness in the family this past week, so he was unable to make it. How important, Mr. Magazine, is it for you to have systems in place, and why?
I think it's very important. I mean, you have to have a game plan. You have to have a backup plan. And by system, meaning like my process is how I purchase an item and it gets listed and sold and packed.
However you want to take it. It's half your channel.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing this a long time. It seems simple because we've been doing this forever, but obviously, I have to buy product that I feel is going to sell. I have to distribute it to certain employees who I think is best at listing whatever products I purchase. So if it's a magazine, one person gets it. If it's a DVD, another person gets it. Another site. If it's a toy, another person gets it, and so forth. And then it gets stored on the shelf. So I got another person that puts all the boxes on the shelf. And then if it sells, we got a puller that pulls it from the shelf, and then we got to pack it up and get it out, which I have another packer or two packers that do that as well. So that is my system of how, A through Z, if that's what you're talking about.
And I've got pretty much the same thing, except
You're a one-man band.
I'm the purchasing agent. I'm the lister. I'm the packer. I'm the store. I'm the finder, the puller. I kind of do all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Why, that would make me a one-man band. Though the reason I wanted to ask that is because I don't know if you were aware of this, Mr. Magazine, but I've been sick the last couple of days.
I do know now.
And deathly sick, and I didn't know if I was going to make it. I felt like I was on my deathbed there, but however, I persevered.
Deathly is a pretty strong word, because you didn't go to the doctors, did you?
Well, I wasn't that sick.
Well, that's deathly. That's what deathly is.
But the fact that I had processes in place, I had to take time off of work both days because I've been sick there, but the show goes on. Things still sell. Things still need to be done.
Yep.
And as a one-man band, I don't have the luxury of having a lot of people to count on like you do. I have to handle it all myself. And that's where having the processes in place work well as well, because even though I did not feel well, I was able to get the things found and packed. Why was I able to do it? Because I cut out all the nonsense. I did exactly what needed to be done. In other words, I don't like to admit this, but I will sit there and I will goof off some. I will read email news feeds that I get. I will do things like that, and kind of waste away a little bit of the morning before I go to work, on top of getting all my other stuff done. I didn't read any of those email things. I just said, I don't feel well. I want to go lay back down, but I've got 5 items I need to find. I have to go find them. I have to pack them. I have to get those all ready to be shipped out.
Sure.
And that's also where having the processes in place that we figured out many, many years ago, where you make things easy to find by having box codes and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
I didn't have to go through 500 things. I knew it was in this box. And that really helps as well.
Sure.
It
doesn't take you as long either. Let's say you got it. Stuff is mainly in your basement.
Primarily,
So
basement or upstairs,
a couple rooms or whatever to go through.
Yeah.
What's the square footage? A few hundred feet or whatever. Now you're talking about 20,000 square feet.
Right.
So if you're in the front of the warehouse and you got to go to the back of the warehouse, it could take you a minute just to walk there, a minute to walk back, and then adds time on your pulling time. So.
Right. Yep. And I even was able to, I do try to make it where I list 2 items a day on Papergoy eBay. Well, luckily, I just had a couple of super simple items, and I grabbed them and I listed those as well. So I was able to get everything done that I needed to do. I did not go above and beyond by any means whatsoever. I did the minimal that I could do, yet I was able to get it all done. And it's very, very important to have those systems in place because you don't know when illness is going to hit. You don't know when vacation is going to hit. Well, you sort of do, but you go away, you come back, unless you put your store on vacation, you're going to have a lot of things to find. And especially you're traveling, and the way traveling is, all of a sudden you're stuck at the airport for an extra day and you come home a day later than you think that you are. You have to have either, in your case, people that you can trust, or you have to have systems in place in order to do it.
So if you were truly on your deathbed and in the hospital, you'd have to put your store on vacation mode. hopefully you're able to do that with your finger. Because if you're on your deathbed, what if you're paralyzed and you can't move your hands or something? Then how are you going to put your keyboard on vacation mode?
Or you see me walking along through pushing
or frozen
freeze frame.
Yeah.
But no, so it is very, very important that you do. Hey, we want podcasts now. It is very, very important that you do have systems in place just for those specific reasons, because you never know when a glitch might happen.
Sure.
Yeah. Hopefully that does help you a little bit. I should be feeling better. I hope sometime soon. And we unfroze now. Yeah. Wonderful.
Nice.
Yep. Hopefully you're troubleshooting all this so we can tell a random neighborhood kid about it.
Exactly.
Hit the like button if you could. Let us know your systems in place and how you handle something or other, whether it is a illness or whether it's a vacation that ends up lasting a day longer than you thought or whatever. Do note down below on that, and do hit the like button if you could. And we will see you next video.
All right. We're freezing out again. Take care. Bye-bye.